Hey everyone, welcome to the wackiest class ever. Today's theme, how to find joy in despair. Vase awkwardly interrupted this topic, and suddenly the classroom shook, as if the earth was grooving with them. He thought it was an earthquake, but it was just a train speeding by, launching a mouse into the air, turning the classroom into a zoo. The girls scattered in panic, screams echoing, while Vase, terrified, acted like a brave hero. He struggled to sweep the little mouse out, impressing Danny, who had looked down on him. Deep down, Vase knew his first class was a disaster, but he still hoped for a glittering moment. He sat there feeling defeated, when the administrator suddenly said, "You did great," making him want to ask if the admin had been. I felt like a lady pretending to be a professor, while those kids were watching me like I was in a circus. How embarrassing. Inside, I was wondering like a lost soul. It seems I need to get out of here quickly. Even the kids were shocked. Vase initially ignored the man's words, but when he was about to go home, he found a mysterious note in the pud. After a closer look, he ended this dreadful day, tears flowing at home. This was light years away from his dream teaching career, truly heartbreaking. He didn't want to give up easily, so called the Education Bureau again next day, only to receive a devastating response. Forget it. Like the first day, trains howled, shelves about to fall. With such a wide age gap among the students, Vase decided to conduct a baseline test to see where they truly stood. Just after handing out papers, a boy slumped in pain, tugging at heartstrings. These kids had never eaten breakfast, and he reluctantly shared his snacks. This heartwarming scene lasted but a moment when a parent stormed into the classroom, dragging her daughters back to work, turning it into a live fight poverty event. Vase hurried out to persuade her, only to be directly blamed by the parent, leaving him feeling hopeless. In despair, Vase backtracked, leaving the classroom in chaos, kids crushing papers. The teacher shouted to stop, but the kids just laughed and teased him. What a hilarious scene. With uncooperative parents and rebellious students, Vase finally yelled at the troublemaker Danny, reaching his breaking. But just 3 days in, Vase was already drained of any desire to engage, on the brink of a breakdown. So he decided to follow his ex-teacher's advice, showing movies to pass the time. He apologized to a parent, only to receive a disdainful look back from the parent, who responded with an arrogant demeanor, clearly a comedy actor in disguise. Vase felt this was pointless, yet he still dragged the TV from home in hopes of relaxing a bit. At that moment, a nurse called him for a test, only to say he needed to confirm pregnancy, leaving him in disbelief. Just as he stepped outside for a moment, a sneaky thief made off with the TV, talk about a phantom thief appearance. Vase returned, staring at the empty podium, utterly breaking down like Solace. When asking the homeless folks, they acted like "I can't see, it ain't my problem," leaving him in sheer despair. Though he chased outside, the thief had vanished, frustrating him. Unexpectedly, he got an apology from Danny. Danny told Vase he knew the TV thief, but no one spoke in the shelter. Survival rules were strange. Vase might not even realize it. He was slowly entering the hearts of these students, and his own frustration began to calm down. Then the nurse told him he couldn't take the test because he was pregnant, and this new life's arrival solidified his teaching purpose. From then on, he went to the principal's office to fight for new books and desks for students instead of calling the Education Bureau. To his surprise, such a simple request was denied. They bluntly told him that the shelter school had no rights. Their logic was the school might be discarded anytime. Hiring a teacher was just for show. How frustrating. Helpless, Vase could only remain silent, his eyes reflecting the sad truth that the kids wouldn't be able to stay long. That night, he lay awake thinking about neglected kids, feeling overwhelmed by their fates. He imagined his classroom magical, but reflecting on recent days, he hadn't put in effort. He decided it was time for a change, so that Saturday he arrived at school early, buying paint and tools out of pocket to make something happen. As he had never done this work, he painted the windows hideously, like a calico cat, and the passing admin couldn't bear it. The admin stepped in to help, speeding things along, and a nearby girl also joined in. Someone asked him what he was painting. It felt like an entertainment carnival. Vase said he was painting a cow, and the kids burst into laughter while the admin brought over an old homeless man. The old man showcased his painting skills, enlivening the classroom. Everyone was becoming an artist. After a busy day, Vase wanted to borrow his husband's truck, who teased, "Are you sure you can make that guy?" Vase firmly replied, "Yes, I promise I will get it done." Everyone waited with bated breath. Luckily, Vase returned with a truckload of teaching supplies the next day. It was an epic supply drop. The passing parents were moved by the teacher's selfless efforts and came forward to help. It felt like a video giveaway event started. When the kids walked into the classroom, everyone was astonished, as if they had stepped into a magical kingdom.